Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Happy Monday evening. I'm your host, Johnson McCain. I played Hunter on Hey Hunter and Savage Block on Disney. And welcome to this episode of Savage Block Marathon Madness. Welcome back. Today we're going to discuss season 2, episode 16, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. It's Monday. And then season 8, episode 60. Let's make this Monday marvelous. So in this episode, the first one, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, it's Monday, which is these are Christmas characters, Bible characters, um, some of my most favorite characters in the whole world, people in the whole world, if you will. And it's also because this is Christmas time, so we wanted to question the Christmas character, and we also like the expression Jesus, Mary, Joseph. It's Monday, which is like Monday is here. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's Monday. Oh my gosh. Um, there's an old, very old expression in my family. Well, not in my family, but from the 80s and stuff, 90s. But anyway, probably 2000. Not very used, but it's just saying it's Monday. We're here. Oh my gosh. Um, so, um, let's begin. So this episode, it starts out like normal. Um, he gets breakfast, and he goes to the gym to show the members the pyramid, and some of the members are manic on Monday and starting Monday Madness on this Monday with the pyramid, complaining about the placements, and I'm saying it's my way or the highway. It's not your barhead. So I admit it's not your rules. It's my rules. It's my barhead. It's my pyramid, and there you go. And then he goes to Breakfast Club to the Barhood 2.0. They eat breakfast, they chit chat, they talk about Erica, they talk about what they did over the weekend. They do a couple games. They do the pyramid for them, which they take it so much better than the Barhood 1.0 and the OG Barhood. Um, but that's it. And then he goes to Miss Hendricks for for language arts, and they are finally, today is the day that they finally finish the book that they've been working on for a month now. It seems like. So they're finally done, and then they do an activity. And then he goes to second period reading, which and um, they also finished their book that they've been working on. So they both finished on the same time. And then that's it. And then he goes to pre-algebra with Miss Cornell. They have bell work lesson, and then they have an activity. And then lunch, which is Chinese chicken and egg roll day. Um, he chit chats with Bertha. They talk about the weekends, and then they eat, and then they go over the pyramids for people that weren't there. And then they go to study hall, which we don't see, and then science with Miss Fairchild. They have their lesson, bell work, and then they have like a lesson, and that's it. And then choir, they're finishing practicing up for the choir concert, which they're having this upcoming Saturday, pretty soon, which I'll discuss Friday, which I'm so excited. They've been working on it since October. So they're practicing very hard, rehearsing, getting their skills in. And then they go to chaotic civics with Mr. Wild Image. It's chaotic, like always. It's stressful, like always. It's a lesson, and then an assignment, and then um, it's like a lecture almost. And then he goes to um, resource with Miss Oswald, Hunter, Erica, Jennifer, Kayla, all of them. Work on the math pre-algebra assignment today, and then they get it done. The bell rings at 3:30, and then he goes home. 3:35. He goes home, and then season 8, episode 60. Let's make this Monday marvelous. This is 11th grade now. So in the morning, he starts out and does his pyramid at home. Then he says bye to his mom and brother, and then he goes to the bus. Um, then he gets to school, he gets breakfast, and he goes on the Heartland bus and gets to Heartland. He eats his breakfast. And then today is Early Childhood Day with Miss Higgins. A wonderful lady, wonderful teacher. I miss her. Um, so wonderful to work with. They just have a little lesson, and then we work on our lesson plans and weekly calendar for the week, and then um, and then we have a 15-20 minute break. We just eat some snacks. He finishes his breakfast. And after the break is the second half of the class. They are finishing their lesson plans. And then they get materials and they prepare for the actual lessons for the preschool week, which I think the theme this upcoming week is. And this is the last week of Hartman this week. No, it's not. We're not there yet. I don't remember, but they get all their materials and then the bell rings for Hartman to get back to school. And then they have study hall, which we don't see. And then lunch, they get their lunch, they chit chat with the birdhead, they do the pyramid, show the pyramid to the birdhead. They complain just like in eighth grade. It's kind of crazy. But other than that, everyone's in a good mood, in a marvelous mood. Even Jared, which is shocking. Everyone's in a pretty good mood. They're making this Monday marvelous. And all day it's been marvelous, so that's good. It's always good to have a marvelous Monday and not a manic Monday, not a Monday full of madness. And then he goes to science with Mr. Mindock and Mr. Miller, who's the student teacher. They have their bell work, and then they have a lesson, and then they have like a exit ticket activity thing, and then he goes to um, Algebra 2, and I think there's probably a sub in there, and they have nothing to do, so they just work on TikTok and YouTube, and they just have fun. Um, there's a lot of times that Mr. Stevens is out, they have a sub. So that's going to be talked about a lot. Resource with Miss Oswald. They didn't have the math today, so that's marvelous. So nothing to work on. No stress with math today. So that's marvelous. So they just chill and just relax, watch TikTok, watch YouTube, just hang out, do some mobile games. And then he goes to U.S. history with Mr. Wild Image. They have a lecture just like they did with civics and geography and all that with his classes. And then they have like a assignment, and then the bell rings at 3:30. He goes out the door, he goes home, and that's it for this episode. And that's it for this episode of Marriage Savage on Black Mirror Madness. God bless and protect each and every one of you. And I'll see you next time. So goodbye for now.